morning.
Morning.
Good morning.
Hi.
Would you like to
Morning
try that
somewhere
one
in the
again?
world.
No, we've begun.
We've begun?
Yeah,
We've gone,
We've began.
gone straight over the edge.
Absolutely ruined.
Your trousers.
Welcome back to Dice Revolution D&D.
Bad kind.
It's been a while,
We're
but
outside.
but we haven't changed.
Well, we're finished when we started.
We're definitely finished.
Bye, guys. See you
We're
next
starting a new
time.
campaign. This one's over. You're over. You're getting cancelled.
Is it the racism or the Jordan?
What?
Those are synonyms.
Yeah, like why would you
Sorry,
say the same word
I meant
twice?
sexism. Like, you know, slip, Freudian slip.
Anyway, someone has to give a board/video game recommendation.
Yes, and today it's the one pointing at herself.
Yo!
It's Olivia.
Me when I point at myself.
Me when I'm like, is it me? Is it me, Jesus?
Jesus is me.
Fucking Vine references.
Jesus is me. Me. Jesus.
Shut the fuck up.
But yes, we're all back together after a few weeks away, and the camera behind me just went out.
Yo!
This is great.
That's
What
not
a
the
good
important one.
start.
That's not the one pointing at you, Thea.
No,
Yeah.
the one pointing at me is the unimportant one. If that one goes
Is
out,
it?
yes, if that one goes out, everything's okay. Anyhow, let's jump into a recap. Last session, the party took it upon themselves to look into a potential quest to clear out some hazardous underwater creatures. As part of their preparation, have been also looking to knock off a few errands before they depart the Ark for new adventure. As part of that, Avian, and by extension, Ithalia, have been caught up in the throes of a thrilling drug deal. Yvelda is out dress shopping, and the party makes preparation to take on, as I said, the aforementioned aquatic beasties. We'll start with the two of you,
Oh!
who are in the preparatory phase of heading out to a drug deal.
I've collected the 200 gold from our party that we require. So, I mean, I guess if it's time, we'll just head over there. Is it time? No, it was tomorrow last time we ended the session, right?
Yes, we are currently on the 8th of the 5th.
So we got a day before then.
So is there any preparation you want to do?
Is there preparation you normally do before a drug deal? You seem like you've been on the streets.
Do I know what I need to prep for a drug deal?
You look like a drug addict. Crackhead.
You don't look like a drug addict. You look like you're friends with drug addicts.
Which one's more insulting?
Possibly. A friend might have become a drug addict before. Yeah, it's complicated. I do know though, and it's.
Roll for it. Roll.
What am I rolling?
History.
Okay.
You roll a dice.
If you boil it down, Stuart, it's the difference
I
between
don't know.
poor taste in friends
I
and poor
rolled
taste in lifestyle.
I think it's a 4 in total.
Sure.
A 4 in total.
Yeah.
You should bring law enforcement.
I love those.
No, I'm joking. You have no idea.
Yeah.
You've never been privy to one yourself.
It's morning, right? Am I making breakfast?
Sure.
Are you guys like in the kitchen and stuff talking about it?
Probably.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna roll, see how well I make breakfast. Ooh.
Is it good breakfast?
It's 18.
Yo, it's a good breakfast.
Proficiency with cook's tools?
No.
Devin, Devin, what breakfast are we eating today?
I might just what does everyone want for breakfast?
Don't ask me. I eat food purely for sustenance.
Alright, I'm making
What a miserable life.
Can we have French toast?
Alright, I'm making French toast, making eggs, making bacon, making all the good stuff.
What's fun?
Because I wanted to interject myself in the conversation for fun.
Hey,
She have cream
you
puffs
mean
for dinner.
Elvish toast?
And as I'm like making the French
What is
toast.
a fancy word for fresh?
Oh,
I mean, it's drug dealing, right? You don't really need to like be thinking about what you're bringing, right? Other than like.
have
The
you
money?
been a part of a drug deal before?
Have you?
Yeah, I believe that was a genuine question.
No, I am asking to gather information.
Have
Do
I
not
been-
shush me. I'm trying to. This is
Well-
important.
Well, I mean, me and my mates used to buy some, right? When we were in town, we get a bit of the old, you know. As you
One
said.
Yoinky
spawns in her
squonky.
hand for a second.
Yeah, for a second, the cigar just.
Have you ever purchased Aether?
No.
Well, then, do you have any advice?
Just like, don't make yourself sus on purpose. Think of it as just purchasing anything else, except you're buying it in like an alley or something with somebody. I wouldn't go walking around looking suspicious and stuff. That's what really like sets you apart.
What defines looking suspicious?
Well, let's just say, right, someone hands you some, you like hold it in your bag or something. Every time like law enforcement or something's around, you're looking all scared and stuff. They're gonna think something's up. You just gotta play it normal, like it's not even there. You buy it, you walk off, and just like nothing's happened.
Okay.
That's actually very good advice.
Yeah, I do. I had me and my friends used to buy it, and I knew a guy once who was didn't do Aether, but thought he was like an expert on doing the old, and like the cigar comes back, but it's white this time. She's like, he used to think he was like so much better than us for doing it, but that's things he used to tell me. Made sense to me. All right, it's ready. Here you go, Aether. You do the taste test.
She's standing in the hallway, like mouth open, like. Let's see if she catches it. Hang on.
I'm just saying, I wouldn't stress too
Cream
much
puff.
about it.
Oh, she doesn't. It drops to the floor. She's like, oh, shit.
Wrong.
Just picks it up really quickly, like
I'm just
dusts
saying,
it off.
I wouldn't stress out about it too much.
Do you know in your experience the drugs that you were taking how much they generally were?
Roll a history check.
There was a guy who tried to sell me 50 a gram. Stabbed him to death. 90.
Oh,
Hang on.
actually, important roll.
Well, this one seems like a fixed price, doesn't it? She said she told you.
Unnatural
200 gold?
20.
Unnatural 20.
No, I think we just agreed to take 200 gold because that's kind of how much people were allowing me to.
Right.
I haggled out of the group 200 gold.
The stuff that you probably were involved in was something like, I don't know, 5 to 7 gold for like a few grams.
So I wasn't getting anything special, nothing. So like 5-7 gold a gram.
I suppose that is not terrible. Of course, Aether, I imagine, is going to be at a bit more of a premium. But maybe we can get something with this. All right. Well, I will take my food to go, as will Nathalie.
Very well.
Awesome. Here you go.
Ugh.
It's got, sorry, there's oils in it from when I have oils.
It looks like it is 100% oil. Are you giving us any of the food, or are you giving us the oil from the pan?
I give them a Tupperware container for like the breakfast. You know who else is made entirely out of oil? Your mother.
Spoiler.
Don't worry, I wouldn't dare make a joke like that live. Or would I?
Agony.
My mother did have quite oily skin, so
Damn.
it is not. It is an accurate roast.
See?
Roasted, she crack up.
Accurate.
My accuracy is 50%. Sometimes I miss and sometimes I hit.
Well,
Alright, I'm not gonna rush you. Go on, have fun.
we should at least go scope out the location that we are meeting her before the actual meeting to make sure it is a safe location and traps have not been set there in the meantime.
Yeah, I'm actually more worried about the woman than the drugs.
Well, of course.
Yeah.
Why would you be worried about the drugs?
Well, you seemed worried about the nature of the drug deal, but she seems strange to me.
I'm worried about the nature of the drug deal because we are dealing with a human. If it was a
Right.
vending machine of drugs, I would not be worried at all.
Do those exist?
Excuse me?
Never mind, sorry. I go back to eating my waffles.
Okay. In the meantime, one.
Just like to imagine that
I
your
think we're
Velda
just
gave you
in the
French
house, aren't
toast
we?
and you just got a waffle press just from somewhere, just like,
I had French toast in real life for the first time in the last week, so this is crazy.
I just watch
you-
him
so
try
you
to
could
jam
imagine
French
that.
toast in the waffle.
I can. Theater of the mind's working.
Oh my god.
Oh, I'm going dress shopping. But since that's like flavor, I'll let the people do their important stuff first. Unless
Up to you. Up to you guys. What do you? For
Well,
anything you want to add?
I'm doing a bit of a shopping spree. Maybe we can see if there's a vending machine full of drugs on the way.
I hate how enticing that sounds, but okay.
Okay, we're going dress shopping first.
Oh, fuck. You win some, you lose some.
Have
Keep stealing the French
fun.
toast.
Shouldn't be too long.
Try not to have too much fun. Oh, by the way, do either of you have the capacity to magically compel other people to do things?
Me? Yeah? Well, yeah, I've used it before, haven't I?
mm-hmm.
I think so, yeah. Maybe a little bit.
I'm hoping to try and ascertain the amount of Aether we use when a mind is under stress. At the moment, I have this funky little glove that alleviates magically induced mental stresses. I assume that compelling someone to do something constitutes to that, and I'm trying to work out how much we're going to be using and how much to chastise Davio when he comes back with not all that much.
Those are a lot of big words, but okay. What do you like me to do?
Well, basically what I want you to do, or between you, I'd like you to try and magically compel me to do something. I just want to try and figure out, based on how long you're trying to compel me, how much the Aether we go through. So a duration of mental stress, magically induced mental stress, versus how much Aether we consume.
Okay.
And then depending on how much Aether Davio comes back with, I can justify going back to the just stealing someone's brain plan.
Okay. I think.
I was like, Ale likes being told what to do.
Are there things that, like, you're uncomfortable with if I was to, like, get you to do something? Like, do you want me to do just...
causing trouble?
No, I need to understand the full scope of the idea before I attempt it.
Well, if everything works as it should, the glove would suppress the effects, so it doesn't actually matter what you try and make me do.
Okay.
Ideally, in theory, I think.
Okay.
I'm not actually entirely sure, so try not to be too mean.
Like right now?
I'm not sure. Does this constitute as mean to you?
I don't think so.
Well,
I
that's
suggest that
alright
you
then.
play Tito with me and Jack.
And I cast suggestion.
At what level?
It is at 3rd level.
Okay.
Do I make a saving throw if I'm wearing the glove?
Yes, you do. You make it an advantage there.
Can I observe the glove and like try to ascertain what it
Yeah, you can make me either a investigation or arcana, and let me know which one you choose before you roll.
What's the save? Wisdom?
It is a wisdom save, yes.
Okay, thank you.
21 arcana.
That's a 19.
That is a success.
So, we'll start with the glove.
Wisdom. God, yes. But I rolled an advantage because I had the glove.
Oh, I saw a 9. Oh, 7.
No.
So as previously mentioned, the actual source of the Aether like sits up like a hip on like a little satchel, and then there's like little like plastic tubing that comes up to like this almost like a leather bracer. It's like a fingerless glove that you put on, and there's like it's like almost like a leather bracer, and along the wrist part of the bracer, there's like a little 10x10 lattice with little like essentially glowing little beads of Aether. And I think, let me bring up my notes, when you had picked it off of the fight, it had 87 of the 10x10, so out of 100. So being a 3rd level spell, it goes down to 84.
All right.
84 of the 100 little lattices are light. And you see at your hip, there's like a very little like basically like pump that just pumps up the remains, but the reservoir is empty. So the reservoir itself is empty, and it's got like 87 lights on essentially on the.
All right.
So 84 now. Sorry. Yes. But what was your roll?
21.
On
Arcana.
Just like the mechanics of how it sort of injects it into my hand or whatever.
So it's not actually like it's not injecting anything into you. It's sort of between the layers of the leather. With a 21, you can ascertain that there is some sort of engraving which effectively sort of uses the Aether to create a magical absorption effect. And yeah, so there's like a layer of leather, something in the middle, and then that you can't see, and another layer of leather. And based on like sort of if you like poke at the leather, you can feel that there is some sort of like engraving or some sort of sigil placed in such a way that the Aether will fill it, absorb incoming mental stress, and just dispel it away from you.
Dumb baby juice. Ignored.
Well, that seems like it worked. We're down 3 pips. Okay.
Will you still play with us anyway?
Well, I have a free afternoon, so I don't see why not.
Hooray!
You have to teach me how, though.
That's okay. I've been working on the mechanics a little bit, so you'll be able to play it without having to see what you roll on the dice. So I've been using like little bells and things, and when you roll it, and if they have like different jingles for the different sides that it lands on. So if it sounds the same, then you know you've rolled the double.
That's very thoughtful of you to include. Q.
That's okay.
I didn't realize you were planning on me joining you so far ahead of time.
I want to make sure that everyone can be included, so.
I suppose that's a good thought. I'll be right with you. I just have to take some notes.
Okay. Well, what do you learn?
It doesn't. It seems to affect like the middle layer of the glove, because it's like leather and then something else and then leather, and then it like pumps the ether into something, and it creates like a little shield against the thing.
So it's like an absorption pad of some sort?
Yeah, I think. But I don't know how. I don't know how much power it would drain from trying to control a ship or something. That's the only thing.
Not sure.
Yeah.
Seems like it would require a lot.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, if it's an ongoing sort of strenuous activity, then I assume the drain is non-stop, which is one of my main concerns with Davio's plan, optimistic as it is.
This is to control the little ship we're about to go and liberate, right?
No, it's for Davio's friend Shanra.
That's it. I'm getting confused between the two.
There was some issues with...
Let that one rip. And we're going to see how that goes.
There was some issues with the mind accepting the robotic form, I believe. Puts a lot of stress having to control a body that's not your own.
I was under the impression that it wasn't helped by the lack of a certain part of the brain that our dear friend, not Shanra, what's her name?
Pyre.
Pyre, thank you. That Pyre had removed when making these things.
Also possible. Regardless, my proposal is to have a supplementary brain to support Shanra's. Davio, not wanting to hurt anyone for whatever reason, offered an alternative proposal, which is both impractical and non-renewable.
Well, I think we have talked about it being renewable, just not infinitely so, because
what, human brains
no,
or
the
Aether?
The Aether.
Oh, okay.
It is filterable. It is just extremely. It's just not infinitely filterable.
Yeah, it makes
it's a point
it
where
depurifies it, and it's bad for the environment, is what I have.
Yeah, there's like wastage in us.
Yeah.
Yes, but
Well, what I'm saying is more than one of us could do with a supplementary brain. Either way, good luck.
Well, you know, if I talk Davio into one, there's no reason to stop there.
I'll consider it when you have the chance. Speaking of Davio,
I'll keep you in mind.
Before you go, I'm out shopping and possibly doing our own drug deal with Yvelda. I haven't really figured out what she's up to. If you get in trouble, take this, and I'll hand you just looks like a rock with a little squiggle on it. It says, it's a sending stone, and I suppose if you need us, that's a good way to get out of trouble.
Very well. I'm imagining you're meeting us outside, because it would be weird if I was present while you were doing that. But, yeah, so you can give that to us outside.
I'll just, catch you on the way out.
So, is this a one-time use?
I don't know.
Where did you get it?
It was on the ground.
You did not get this from the ground and know what it is.
I'm very confused by this. Look, it's got a rune on it and everything.
What the fuck is A? Eucartis, I use Aisha's identification.
it is indeed a sending stone.
And does it have? Is it a one-use sending stone, or is it?
I think it's like one a day.
Huh?
More or less.
Is he out here?
I was furious. It's just a rock that he wrote something on.
Oh, actual?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry, never mind. It's not a sending stone.
Okay, I use Eucartis, so it's not. It's a rock.
Yeah, it is a rock.
Yeah, if your Velda can see it, it just says like dickhead on it. In Orcish.
You think you can hand me an item you claim is magical, and
it would have been fairly funny. Good luck with the drugs.
Would it have been if we were truly in danger?
You just have to read out what's said on it.
It says.
Hold on, make him cast the spell. It's funnier.
It doesn't say anything. Sorry.
Give that to Jacques. He knows how to throw rocks at things.
It says, "Interesting and smart, honourable man."
Do you think there is anything that you can read that I cannot read?
Yes.
You do not need to translate anything for me. I taught you the translation spell.
And I do it better than you can.
She does kind of speak the language.
Get rid of the rock.
Put it in my bag.
Yeah.
The rock will remember this.
I'm also bringing a toot with me.
Toot.
So I let a toot have a little sniff of the rock. She smells like a rock.
The rock.
It turns into a second
The rock.
I can't stop it now.
No! The rock raises an eyebrow.
Yeah, just goes.
Got the one mimic in the area.
It's the fucking life we live in.
As Nathalie and I are walking towards the place to scout it out, I'm just like deep in thought for a bit of the walk. I imagine you and I are like quiet people as well, so we don't really have small talk on the way or anything. But there is a time when we're about halfway there that I go, Nathalie, I do have something I need to run by you.
That's a surprise.
What are your thoughts regarding the virus?
It does take me a while to figure out who you're talking about. She seems... she's just another person to me.
Okay, but I want to know specifically, and do not sugarcoat anything to attempt to... I do not know, curb my mood. I just need to know an honest opinion from somebody who is, from my perspective, quite blunt with their feelings.
Well, is there any specific thing you're looking for about her, or just my thoughts on her?
Just start talking, and I'll figure out if it's what I need to know.
Okay, she seems like a nice person, except, well, she's cheated death, and in doing that, she's now hindering your own, I guess, freedoms, and that bothers you a lot, though now that she's alive, she's still her own person and deserves to seek whatever she wants to do as well, except when you're in one body and two people, you can't both get what you want, so I don't know the solution to that.
Well, if you had it your way, if you had to make the decision, what would you do? Let's say you had the sky is the limit. You could.
To be honest, if there was another person in my body, I'd want to get rid of them too, unless somehow I've gotten to like them, and I don't see that happening.
Well, I do not communicate with it other than letters. They are not the best way to get to know someone. I don't know anything about what they're like, really, but...
That is interesting. Do you think you could try? Because her consciousness is still there when you're here.
Well, from what I can tell, one consciousness is always busy at any given time. One is controlling the body. There is no point where neither consciousness is in control. So we are never in the same place at the same time.
Right. So like when you're gone, it just seems, between times when you were there, it just seems like time hasn't passed.
Yes, a little. I compare it to dreams. It is the closest thing that I can. It feels like it was a long time, but also it happens in an instant.
Well, even then, if it's like a dream, and if she is dreaming now, there might be a way to, I don't know, get into those dreams.
But the point is, do I want to do that?
Well, I'd be curious.
But if I do that and I speak to this other, all I am doing is humanizing it, and it will make it even more difficult to cut out. I never met the experiments that we had. I couldn't. Even I have something that some people call a heart. It is difficult to look someone in the eyes when you know you will eventually have to get rid of them.
Well, you see, that doesn't change your guilt. It just helps you ignore it.
I've said nothing about guilt.
It sounds like you would have been guilty if you knew about your experiments or whatever else.
I, frankly, am speaking to you about this because I am getting concerned at how my passion for this project is lessening. I am getting more complacent having an intruder in my body every passing second, and I don't know if that is a side effect of the soul taking over my body, or if it is me. Why am I not angry about it anymore?
I can't answer that question. Maybe you see the rest of their feelings about her, and it seems positive, and that might have transferred to you that way. Maybe it is an actual side effect of having her soul in your body.
If I came back one day to this group and I had expunged her, I had completely destroyed the soul, What do you think everyone's reaction would be? What would they see me as?
I would feel like you killed her, but to be honest, I wouldn't judge you for doing that. I do have a feeling a lot of the rest of them wouldn't like you for doing that, but...
I'm normally used to being disliked. There's something about this group that is... It is like sugar. I know that I should not be around it, and it is only poisoning me, but it is tempting.
He only eats for sustenance, but is tempted by sugar.
I never thought you would say something like that.
Sugar is the hardest drug of which
I've never
Dario can
seen
conceive.
them as poison, but I don't often hang around large groups of people except for professional reasons, and this has been almost fun. Actually, it has been fun. That's probably why I have been here.
Fun?
Yes.
That's what you have called these weeks we've been together.
Not the countless near-death experiences.
These have been some of the most traumatic experiences of my life.
It has been. Well,
but then again, I suppose
Field work.
Your life before we met was not dandy either.
Sorry, have I fucked the camera?
sorry, we just placed it pretty close to your chair.
Is it fucked?
Flick it, we'll see. That's fine.
Yeah, should be good.
I'll keep that in mind.
You might have actually fixed it a little bit because it was
I think that's the way that I adjusted it a few minutes ago. All right. Well, I just wanted to know, and it seems like you have been honest.
I'm really not.
All right. Well, I think we are here.
Okay. The place that you've arrived at is sort of this, what looks like this very weirdly constructed bar/tavern. You can see that there's this almost like custom billboard of this horrendously sort of malformed looking two-headed person, and they're sort of like posed to be looking like almost like punching each other. This was at least where Avian remembers being sort of yanked like nearby into this alleyway. Into an alleyway adjacent to this building, and the building is labeled The Shot and the Chaser.
What is it called?
The Shot and the Chaser.
The Shot and the Chaser.
Imagine it as like an Ouroboros themed icon, where one's doing the shot, one's doing the chaser, and they both link into each other.
Do you or anyone we know in our group have capabilities to detect any traps?
No, I don't.
I did not.
I also
think
don't
about
have
this.
much of a good eye in general.
Oh, great! You were the perfect person to bring. I might as well have fucking brought Ale.
Yeah, we both have -2.
Ale has a better perception as well.
To be honest, I think Ale would have been better than
I go Sasano and cast Davio's arcane senses.
So I'm looking around for like magical stuff. Looking around for magic.
I mean, there's a little bit of an enchantment on the sign itself. It seems that no matter where you stand, the two-headed creature, they're always looking at you.
Yeah. Both heads are always looking at you?
Yeah, both heads, just the eyes, they're always like tracking you.
Are there any people around?
Yeah, there's people filing in and out, it seems to be. And there's a sign that says happy hour all day.
Okay.
Yo!
Happy
Makes
24 hours.
no sense. Makes no sense. That is
Seems to be quite a crowd in there. Like, you can hear quite a ruckus.
So did she want us in there or the alleyway?
I imagine that the alleyway, unless this place. Well, no, it says happy hour all day, which I assume means it's open 24 hours, which means I imagine we'd be doing it in the alley.
I heard it too.
All right. Well, I'll just do the best kind of scan that I can do to see if I can see any unexpected things in the alley or like traps or whatever.
Yeah. How early did you get here?
Midday-ish, maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. Oh, go-getters.
21.
No. The alley doesn't seem to give you any sort of magical pings or anything. You can see that down this alley there is the sort of like delivery entrance for the tavern itself. You do hear sort of like a three voices sort of arguing. You hear sort of a look. Delivery's getting tough. Prices have gone up. It's just the way that things are. Basic supply and demand. I'm sure that the two of you will understand. No, I frankly don't understand. Like, I don't. What's your fucking problem? We agreed on 150 gold. Hey, mate. Look, we agreed on 150 gold. Not paying you a bloody copper more, okay? I can walk away with this delivery. Look, it's going to be 200 or it's going to be nothing. You're going to put the bloody delivery down and we'll pay you 150 because we're so generous. Yeah? That sound good? Look, you can keep the fucking delivery and have the fucking gold. But this will be followed up on. Don't you forget it.
I go over to the delivery door and I open it up and I go, "Excuse me."
As I'm walking, my mage hand takes my cloak off, and behind us it just kind of holds it by a wall to look like someone's hanging their clothes, and it just kind of conceals us in the alley.
I'm sorry. Can I get some clarification on what is going on here?
You see before you a large, like maybe 8.5 foot tall, muscular, two-headed creature. Sort of wearing this, like, what looks like this custom-made, like, shirt with an apron. Sort of almost like a conjoined twin situation going on. And you see sort of maybe 6'2" tall like orc who has like sort of like very like worn down, like sort of like delivery clothes, like in this like sort of this is none of your business. We're just negotiating the terms of some deliveries.
It just sounded like it wasn't going super well. But I thought, you know, have you ever heard the expression that you never go to bed angry? Like if you need to solve the problems, what you're about to do is leave and then you might create more problems later. So I just thought, perhaps you need a third party. So if you both explain your sides to me, then perhaps I can help you out.
Big brain.
The diplomacy is
roll a persuasion
intricate.
check.
15.
Okay.
Like 8.5 foot. I don't know, but my question's like 8.5 foot, and I did not get the raise.
Look, all I'm saying is delivery prices are on the rise, and what was agreed upon as 150, unfortunately, isn't just worth 150 anymore, and I was asking for a little bit more compensation for my services. But these lovely folk, and he gestures to the two-headed creature, are insistent that they will only pay 150.
Well, I'm sorry. I understand your position, and it must be very hard being in your business. But at the same time, it seems. What is your name? I look at the two-headed person.
I'm Mo. That's Ro.
Mo and Ro?
Yes.
Mo and Ro. It seems like they are running a business here, and they probably rely on the supply coming in at a certain time. You did not inform them before you came here that the price was changing? You sprung it on them as you arrived?
Well, I've got the invoices and everything, but, you know... No, I guess I didn't.
No, so I think prices do change, but it is not really a last second thing that you can change the price. So I think it does make sense for you to give them this one at a lower price, and you might actually keep their customers. They might consider keeping you around because you have done them this solid right now. Isn't that right, Mo and Ro?
Ro pipes up. Oh yeah. This one's got a point. You do us a solid net this time, and maybe we'll consider staying in your lovely patronage. I'm not arguing with you about 150 it is, but in the future the prices will be steeper.
I'm sure they understand. It happens with business sometimes, and supply gets very difficult. But at least everyone is leaving this happy.
Sure. The Etin hand across the gold and sort of like turns it over. Sort of getting back into his little what looks like this like pedal powered like thing with like a little trailer on the back and just sort of pedals off.
Have a good day.
You too.
I turn to the other two and I go, I'm sorry for jumping in, but
this is just it does not like me anymore.
I'm sorry to jump into your conversation without asking, but I just thought, sometimes those things can get out of hand.
Oh, don't worry. Come in. You can have a drink on the house. That was mighty fine of you.
No. I do not drink in the middle of the day, but I appreciate it very much.
It's the middle of the day. It's the start.
It's happier.
Oh, it's very true. You are the ones on the sign.
Yes.
Oh, I get it now. I thought it was just like artistic liberty. Did you know that it was going to be the owners of the bar?
I did not. I also didn't know.
We co-own it. It's kind of hard to get into different professions.
Of course. Yeah. See, you want to know something that is crazy? This is absolutely insane. And we were just talking about this. But I am also two people with one body.
I feel like you're appropriating our culture.
What do you mean?
And I've been mocking this poor bastard who just wants a different job.
What do you mean by that?
Get cancelled.
Well, clearly you're not.
No. My friend here will vouch for me.
You're there. So an explosion happened, and a dead person entered this body, and you are actually speaking to the dead person right now.
So basically, sometimes I am one person, sometimes I am another. It is a little different to your situation because we're not both out at once. But I just thought, is it annoying sometimes where it's like one of you wants to go somewhere, one of you wants to go somewhere else,
Well, when we were younger, it used to be like that, but since then, we've come to have sort of like allotted days.
Oh, so
we
it's
like a timetable.
Oh, so it's like Mo. This is Mo's day today, and so he wants to go out bike riding, so we go out bike riding.
Exactly.
Okay.
But a full day can be. It's more like we like to do it in 2-hour blocks. 2 hours is enough time to fully invest yourself in an activity and get a good amount done.
A lot of activities, yes. But what if there is an activity that is more? Like, what if you were to watch 4 hours of a Zack Snyder film? Like, how would you allot that?
Well then, if one wants to do 4 hours of something, then the other was like, okay, well you can have 4 hours in
okay. So you seem like reasonable people. You have this figured out, I'm sure.
We've been at it a while.
Do you know a woman? I saw her the other day, and I was just on the brain, I guess. There is a woman who, and I described the woman in the red dress, but I described the rest of her features.
Make a persuasion check at advantage.
Okay. Beep, boop, beep, boop.
By the way, since we're such good friends, what did that tall fellow sell you?
Oh, just barrels of ale, some supplies for.
He's your supplier.
16.
She's been in and out a bit. Comes in, has a few drinks.
Is she a regular?
Not often, but been seen multiple times.
Okay. I saw her recently, and I thought maybe you'd know something about her. You don't know what she does or anything.
She seems to have some some expensive clientele, but we don't charge.
Okay.
We have all sorts come through ours.
Sure. Yeah. Do you talk with your customers much?
And those who strike up conversation.
But she is a quiet one.
Yes.
Okay, well, good. Very good.
You sure you don't want a drink?
Well, I don't, Nathalie.
Do you want
free drink?
Your friend's free drink as well?
Oh, right, you did say free. Yes.
Okay, my friend will have 2 drinks.
2? I will have...
Well, mine and yours.
Yes, I will.
Drunk in the middle of the drug deal. This is great.
Way.
What would you like?
Sit here patiently and read.
They sort of take you in.
What's this place known for?
Oh, we've got all sorts. Like we've got some local brewed stuff. We've got some imports, but do you want a taste of home? Do you want a taste of something exotic?
I'll have something from here. And what would you have ordered? I'll have that.
Oh, on the cheapest wine you have.
Okay.
It is free.
Well, I know, but that's the taste I've built up.
Okay.
It's good then.
Pours you out very sort of like fruit. It's got like what looks like this very deep green, like if you took Midori and then made it even more like deep green coloration to it. Yeah, and she poured, and Ro pours you out like a larger shot glass of it, and then pours you out just the cheapest wine on the shelf.
I will have 2 drinks.
No,
this might actually be good for the deal.
Anything else you want to do? While you're here. And you can see this place is packed.
It's gonna make them bank.
Yeah. 24-hour happy hour.
When did she want to see us again, or did she give us a time?
Sometime at night. I don't know. I didn't write down the time, but
well,
You're gonna be drinking for the next 8
well,
hours.
I think Davio just wanted to scope out the thing early, and then later we come back, so we don't have to stay here.
Yeah, that actually makes sense.
We can go on a roller coaster, or
there are those here.
I don't know.
Okay.
It's a very technologically advanced city. Surely they have a roller coaster,
Yeah.
like just one roller coaster somewhere.
Yeah, but the thought of their technology always makes me think of what they're using to run it.
True. Anyway, what do you want to do? I don't know what you're into, really.
Well, have we finished scoping out the place?
I think so. I tried to get information about the lady, didn't get that much. Weren't any traps, nothing is glowing magical except the sign.
I was honestly thinking they were doing a drug deal until we saw that it's the owner.
Oh, I didn't think that at all. Not even for a second. I guess people would do drug deals, but they wouldn't say drugs out loud, huh?
Yeah, they usually don't.
So should we not tonight?
No.
We might have gathered information. Maybe we should not. Maybe we should say like, "Do you have the bread or whatever?"
Yeah, you can ask her for the bread.
The deal is
I think she'll understand.
Well, I'm sure. I mean, we've met up for this very purpose, so it's probably will be redundant to say what we need. But just in case someone, Tazbot's looking around the corner and recording us or something.
Yeah, I actually don't know the nature of Aether here. I tried to look into the laws of this place. It's all just propaganda.
You know what they say about propaganda.
You be quiet.
I'm not here.
Just having a look.
Give Elder for 1 second with the cigar.
Just having a good look, mate.
Just having a propaganda as well. These prices, my goodness. I'm not funny. Ignore me.
All right. Well, I guess we'll just spend our day together. We can cut to other people.
Day. Shopping.
Yavelda is, going to. She's looking for something particular. As she's walking down, you hear her go to the screen, to the ring, to the pen, to the king. That's my I forgot the lyrics. Hold on. You ever heard that song before? That's my crown.
I don't know what you're singing.
I heard Spellbound made that song.
What? Huh? Sorry, as like I've just been walking around, and you can see that like Wormtongue is now walking alongside a Toot, just like hands in the pockets, and we're both just like strolling along to go. Every time we look down at each other, like uneasy, but in a good way.
That song was absolutely Ulysses Bernadette.
Yeah.
I'm getting my authors young.
Sorry, what sort of dress is that again?
That lady that we were walking with. I really liked her dress.
Oh, I thought we were talking about crowns or something. You've confused me. I was talking to it. I mean, the cat was here. No.
That's alright. I was on the lookout for vending machines that might have, the good stuff in it. Can I roll for that?
Yeah, sure.
Survival check.
Yeah, sure. Roll a survival check.
Oh, for real? You're not joking?
Yeah, go for it.
17.
There's a vending machine literally like 300 meters in front of you.
Check it out. Let's have a look. Let's see what's in that vending machine.
No way, right? We'll go up to the vending machine.
It's just full of like little Kinder eggs.
Do those look like drugs to you?
No, but I'm getting tempted. Should I get the dress or should I just get all of these instead?
Wormtongue looks around, tries to shake the vending machine so one falls out.
One falls out.
Start with that, maybe?
Take it out. Now you crack it open and eat it. Is there a little toy inside?
Yeah.
What's the
Did she
toy?
get the toy?
The toy is drugs.
The toy is like sort of like a little like wind-up monkey.
Damn, that's an intricate.
I feel like those would be illegal in some continents because I'm sure some little bastard's going to eat one of them.
Yeah, I heard about it happened to a friend once. Wasn't me, but I heard about a friend.
Wasn't me, I promise, but
It wasn't me, I swear.
Sure.
She gives that awkward little like look. Alright. I'm just gonna look for a red dress that looks very similar to what the lady was wearing.
Yeah. Okay. Takes about sort of 20-30 minutes, and then find one in a window posed on a mannequin.
Something like that.
It is pretty.
I don't really.
Shall we?
We shall.
Hello, ma'am, sir. Here to browse or purchase?
I'd like to try on that red dress you got in the window.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
And so would I.
Right this way.
hell yeah. Gotta
Gonna
commit
match.
to the dress shop.
We're going to match.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Okay, yes, we'll get you perhaps a large and you medium.
Small, I think. You can see as Wormtongue takes off their coat, you can see they're like You'd be surprised how much of their frame is actually just the clothes they're wearing. They're really like skinny creature. No muscle at all.
My goodness.
Piss off.
You're just jealous she can't get muscles like these and she flexes.
Oh yeah, do that with the other arm.
Oh, see? I don't even need to flex. It's
Rock
already
solid.
it's rock solid, built
Yeah.
to last.
Two dresses are bought out, same design. One's just a small and one's a large. And
Wormtongues has pockets.
yeah, Wormtongue has pockets. The dressing rooms are right this way.
Thank you.
So
It's like that, dude. It's a large
I'll try it on.
It looks.
Sorry?
I don't think I've ever seen you in a dress.
I mean, I don't really wear any lately because adventuring dresses aren't really practical. But I don't think I've ever really worn anything like this.
Do you ever feel like you've missed out on the chance to?
A little bit. I mean, when I was with my family, I didn't really go anything fancy like that.
Well, yeah. I mean, you said your parents they sold stuff, right? They're merchants.
Yeah, they were blacksmiths. I mean, when I was at school, we had the dance. That was the only time I wore a dress.
Oh, yeah.
Like this fancy.
Who'd you take?
Who did I take? Who did I take? It was this guy I took a liking to at school. I forgot his name. Roberto Ferdinand. He's a nice guy, but we broke up after he swallowed a Kinder Egg toy. And I was a bit embarrassed. I couldn't date him after that.
You just see Wormtongue writing something down as he's like holding the other dress over his arm.
But as she like looks in the mirror, you can see this like, you know, she's never seen herself like this. She's never seen herself in something as beautiful as this. She's like, I feel like a different person when I wear this. I feel special.
What do you mean? You're always special.
Yeah, but this is like different special. I feel like I never see myself as beautiful. I'm strong. I'm strong-minded, strong-willed. I'm built to be dangerous, you know. But I've never seen myself. I feel like maybe it's because of mineral, but I've always felt like a rock, like a geode, and like they're pretty. But I feel like a flower that's in full bloom in spring.
I'm sure you'll expect me when I say it, but I don't like the idea of this mineral making you feel like anything less than you are.
Oh, it's not like he puts me down. It just
yeah,
means...
but it's not like you had a choice to be a geode, is it?
I mean, I did. I mean, I struck a deal, so it was my choice.
Yeah, but you didn't know that when you struck it, did you?
I mean, I think...
I'm sorry. I won't push you on the demon thing as always. I said, it feels like you should have had a chance to make your own choices, not go running off after someone else's bad decisions.
Well, I like the decisions I made, but I don't know if you ever feel like this, but I feel like how do I put this? I feel like everyone's kind of like a diamond, right? It looks a certain way, and then when you look at it in the mirror, it like reflects different colors, right? That's what a diamond does, right?
I just don't really handle many diamonds, I suppose, but yeah.
But like, I know that, but I feel like I'm seeing myself in a facet that's completely different. I didn't realize I could look like this, or I could be like this, you know. That's another thing too. Everyone assumes that because I'm muscly and I'm like an adventurer and stuff, I've always wanted to be, you know, gentle and dainty, like a flower. And I feel like I can be when I wear this.
Sounds like we need to get you a few more dresses. And Mineral needs to get you a few more diamonds every now and then.
Really?
Like, as I glare at A toot.
Well, what about you?
The guy that's been telling you, would you like a dress too, sir?
Could you please get him the finest? What do you want? A toot? Oh, I have speak with animals. Does that count for my familiar?
Yes.
What do you want? A toot?
Skirt.
One skirt. The finest skirt you got for a cat. I want to see you in this too. You got your own, right?
Oh, mine's less for me, more for work, if that makes sense.
Fair enough. How much for the dress?
That one will be 150 gold.
150 gold. Alright. How does 9 gold sound and 97 silver?
That's hilarious.
How much for the skirt for the cat?
Oh, we can cobble something together with some offcuts for that one. That would be like 5, maybe 6 silver.
I hand the 5, 6 silver.
Snobby bastards. This is what I mean. We deserve more. Not to let someone like this say you can't have it.
You're so right. But thank you for letting me try it on. This is beautiful.
Sort of gestures over one of the tailors who just sort of like takes the toot's measurements and pops off. Comes back at 10 to 15 minutes later with like a little puffy little skirt for a toot.
Yeah, I've changed down to my normal type. Thank you. I think my little baby's gonna love it very much here. You wanna step into it, my love? Look at you, my darling. Who's my baby? I looked him up. Look at my baby. Mwah. This has been great. Thank you for coming with me to try it on. It's real nice of you.
Yeah, well. Sounds like you need someone to be a bit more nice to you.
Your attitude's changed. You're so much nicer, so much more calm.
Piss off.
I stand corrected. But no. I don't know if I've said this to you, but... Or maybe I have, I forgot, but... You're much kinder than you let on. I feel like you've got this hard you're like a Kinder Egg, right? You've got this hard exterior, but on the
You're
like
calling me a dancing monkey on the inside.
No, almost, but you're like a geode. You've got this hard.
Didn't we just say geodes are not a good thing to be? Can't I be the flower?
You are like a flower.
Well, which is it?
You're what an analogy is, where the outside. You're an analogy where the outside seems so much more dark and dreary and raw, and you're so raw. But on the inside, you're a flower in full bloom. You know.
I feel like a mess is like an analogy in that you're making one now.
You seem, essentially what I'm trying to say is you seem to put on a front of being like cold-hearted and you don't care and blah blah, but I think you're very loving and sweet on the inside.
Yeah, well look, I don't always get to be kind. Not in my job at least, not in my life. And I don't get a chance to be beautiful unlike some people, so maybe I'm enjoying it while I can.
Well, that's good. I want you to feel like you can. Hopefully with us, you get these moments where you get to be a flower.
Not for me. I do not shine.
To you. I'm gonna minor illusion one of those like
a corsage.
Not a corsage. What is it? You know how like when someone winks, you got that little ding. There's a
like sparkle.
Yeah, like little sparkles on one tongue.
Sparkle.
Sparkle on.
You see him brushing, like the shirt he had underneath his jacket. It's this relatively plain, worn down thing. It looks like it's been starched a lot. Just brushing glitter off it so it's not moving. You have to get this cleaned again. Oh, God.
Oh, it's fine. It's just an illusion, right? So are you going to get yours for work?
Maybe later. We'll come back.
Alright, cool.
Take note of this place. Can I do something? Have you got anything else to do here?
I don't have anything I actually need to buy.
I'll catch you back in a bit.
Alright, I'm gonna go home.
Can I run down the street and find the cheapest, dodgiest loan broker there is?
Yeah.
And take out a loan.
Hey, man.
I regret this. Can I take out a loan?
Brief one, short term.
Yeah, how much?
40 gold.
40. And let's say, I don't know, 11% return. Interest.
Yeah, sure.
Hands out a piece of paper.
We'll just have a look at it. Brief look, scribbles it down. Just give me the fucking money. I've got to go.
Paper burns. Hands you the 40.
Awesome. I
And
love dealing with the
I will
devil.
leg back to the shop and go to that woman. That red dress of yours, the one that you had in medium or large. I don't remember which one it was, large. How much did you say that was?
150.
But we bought a skirt for the cat.
What?
I'll tell you what. This is a lovely establishment. As he changes his tone entirely. This is a lovely establishment, and I'd hate to see some of the beauty it produces wasted. But 150 is just too steep. Can you do 120 maybe?
Make persuasion.
It's very low. It's probably less than 10.
We pride ourselves on paying our designers and our craftsmen a fair wage. 150 is the price of entrance.
I'm sure they can still get a decent wage of fine, and I'll give them the 150.
For the launch? For the launch?
Yes.
Just get this put in a bag for you. Thank you.
What next? Drug dealing?
Did the three of you?
I have nothing to do. I'll have my short rest to get my spell slots back.
Right. Jacques and Ale? Is there anything you want to do?
Right, new proposal. This time, I'm not going to be wearing the glove when you cast the spell. I need you to put it on me after I've been subjected to it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
we know how it works against an instantaneous effect. We don't know how it works against an ongoing effect. I'm hoping that it suppresses it. Maybe.
Is it an achievement item?
No.
What? It's not an achievement item? No? Okay.
Yeah, that's all straight.
So, you have that. You force me to play your game. And then when I'm playing the game, you put the glove on. With any luck, I don't feel like playing the game anymore. No, wait. I feel like playing the game still. I love the game. I just get to choose not to if I want to.
That's fair.
I will have my short rest after this is done.
Absolutely.
So yeah, I cast suggestion again.
Can I fail the save willingly?
Yeah, sure. You just very eagerly and excitedly start playing the game. Yeah. Does suggestion have anything about the spell being able to be broken? The only thing that stops it is like when you complete the thing that was suggested,
If the
right?
suggested activity can be completed in a shorter time, the spell ends when the subject.
I think if you tell me to go kill myself as well.
If they take damage or if it's suicidal, I think.
Mm.
If it damages. I think it's not even suicidal, I think it's just damage.
What's
To self.
harmful to self?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's one that's like if you attack them, and then the other one is if you tell them to do something like that.
But yeah, there's it doesn't.
There's no repeated saves.
Yeah, there's no repeated save.
Just nothing?
You just keep playing the game.
Fair enough.
Everyone's taking notes on how the dice are working for.
Ale. You're doing the UX. You're doing the UX survey.
I'll just make so that I can.
You're play testing your game.
Yeah, I'm play testing essentially how the dice work so that if
You've got
they
some
need to be
enchanted dice there
improved
to
and
make
stuff.
noises on doubles.
Yeah.
Yeah. In the case of a missing repeated save, you just keep playing the game.
Okay. For the next 8 hours, was it?
Well, no, until the game ends.
Yeah.
How long's the game?
7 hours?
No.
Oops, we've written ourselves out of the story.
Do you want to roll?
Me roll double.
Just roll doubles. As soon as someone in real time rolls a double,
Go on, Hamish.
Oh shit, hang
Start
on.
rolling.
you are playing the game. So
I am playing the game.
Get 2d6. Start rolling.
No. Wait, do we need to take it? Yeah, I got a 1
it's
and 1.
done. Oh, that's it. That'll be the end of the game.
That's the end of the game?
Yeah.
Okay.
That would be the end of the game.
Well, just so that we're not taking up the entire time of our time
Yes,
playing the
exactly.
game.
What were the rules that we agreed upon again at some point earlier?
It's like Jenga mixed with doubles.
Yeah, it's like a push your luck dice game.
How did we play it though? I can't remember.
We rolled until we got doubles, and then when the person got doubles, they
You
just
get doubles
knocked the
3 times in a
tower
row.
Yeah,
Really?
it's like you go Tito, and then yeah.
It sounded like the tower had nothing to do with it, except
No,
it was
so-
something
No,
to do
but
with it.
it's like you can bank it, or you could try and roll another double because like 3 doubles in a row gets
That's
you like
Tito.
the max. That's Tito.
Yeah.
But you can bank points throughout the game by knocking down the blocks that are already there to get smaller points.
Do you have this written down?
Not yet, but it's in here.
You should write it down in this.
Don't worry, we won't forget this master.
What are you using that for?
This is my deal book.
Your deal. Oh, right, of course.
This is very important book.
Yeah, so if you don't roll a double, you put down a block.
Yeah.
And if you roll a double, you can knock
You
over the
can decide to continue rolling or knock down the current tower to gain points.
and the first of 25 points wins.
Yeah.
Oh wow! Now there's actual rules. That's great.
No, these rules existed last time as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, last time we were just whoever knocks over the tower wins, and so you'd roll
No,
through that.
there was
No,
still the
that-
first to
this is-
25 rule.
yeah.
It was just if they rolled 3 doubles in a row, they just instantly won.
Yeah, that instantly gets you the win, yeah. But yeah,
I
so
remember
you
these
win.
rules.
Hooray!
You win your game, so the dice must work okay then.
I got snake eyes, but yes.
But that's still a double.
It's a very
Totally
Hamish
fine.
roll.
Wow, Ali. You did really well in your first game.
Oh, I'm not sure why I volunteered for that in hindsight. I don't miss being magically compelled to do things. Wow.
Yeah.
That sucks.
So I didn't really
My
do
entire childhood,
anything.
it all came back.
I'm sorry.
That's okay, I did it to myself. Lesson learned.
Forced slavery. Oh no. What can you do?
Well, the thing we learned then is it didn't do anything.
No.
But maybe
it's a bit bothersome, isn't it?
maybe it's the kind of magic that I was using.
It's possible. Again, it helps with... I'm not sure how it would work with ongoing stresses then. If it didn't do anything to prevent your magic after the fact.
Is your when you ask someone to do something, is it like do they realize like halfway through, or they kind of just do the task and then realize at the end?
I mean, if they're strong enough not to listen to it, they understand that like I've attempted to make them do something in the moment. But if they act out on it after the action is done, then they realize, yeah.
And in the case of a willingly failing the save, you just know that you're being
Yeah.
influenced.
So it doesn't. It's not an ongoing mental strain, I guess, right?
I suppose it would be though.
It's just one mental strain that carries over. I don't think
It doesn't like sack.
Well, look, after you put the glove back on me, I was attempting to decide not to play the game anymore.
Yeah.
For science, not because I didn't enjoy the game. And I found myself unable to, and the glove wasn't interceding.
What if we try with a spell of mind that might be different?
Was that not a spell of mind?
Of mine.
Oh, yours, sorry.
Our roles were reverse.
Yeah.
Well, I don't volunteer this time, because that sucked.
Oh.
Glove.
Yeah, I
Sorry.
can do it. Hang on. Well, no, you put the glove on me then, and I'll be the.
Oh, afterwards? Yes.
Is that what we're testing?
I think
right?
so.
Yeah.
Okay,
Right.
I'm ready.
Okay. I'm gonna cast Hold Person on you.
Hold person.
Yeah.
Okay. Just willingly
Yeah,
fail
I
save?
could willingly fail it.
Okay,
Glove
you
on?
go paralyzed. Okay, and then hold person as a...
Yep,
Yep.
every
Okay, so
time.
then make a save at advantage. At what level are you casting it at? Save.
What save is it?
Wisdom.
Wisdom.
18.
Yep.
Okay. The 84 light, 84 little blinking lights go down to 82, and you come out of the whole person.
Blech. That felt like a weird hug.
Yeah, sorry.
That was sucky.
I should have got you to sit down for that.
Well, it worked.
Yeah.
It did. What was different that time?
So that one, it's an ongoing struggle. I think they fight against the spell the whole time.
Okay.
Whereas with that one, it's kind of like you make the suggestion. I think you make the suggestion, and then the brain tricks itself into believing it for the whole until it's done, and then after that, they get back, which is really strong. In hindsight, very very interesting.
That could help with our efficiency issues. If we found a way to reduce the occurrences of those moments of stress for the host, the Aether we have would last longer. Again, it's just a matter of how a damaged mind is subjected to these stresses, how often, and... Alright.
Would you like the glove back now, Alex?
Yes, please. Thank you.
That's okay. I'm gonna go take a rest now. I'm tired.
Oh, fair enough. That's quite a long board game.
I hate it.
Alrighty. Anything the three of you want to continue doing before we turn back to those two?
Yeah, I go take my short rest.
On the way home, I bundle up and buy a whole ton of fucking seamstress supplies. Tom's just buying cheap cloth threads and needles.
I come home. Alright, guys. Look at what I got. I show a little wind-up monkey and I put it on the table.
Almost ate it.
I only have one Tito.
Good job. Ale, here, do you want a reward for that? I had a little wind-up monkey. Just don't eat it.
What?
Oh.
Why would I eat it?
No reason.
I see.
You
I'm going to put this over here.
Awesome.
I may never come back to it.
Also, look at the cat. As Wormtongue bustles in the door and points.
You ever seen a?
And as everyone's looking, just runs around the room to get to the back.
You ever seen a cat slay so hard before? Because I don't know, a 2 is doing the equivalent of pose 28 that a cat can do.
Where'd you get it from?
Oh, I went to a clothes store because I was looking at getting a dress like that lady had.
Mm.
It was 150 gold. Can you believe it? That's too expensive for a dress, I feel.
I feel like you can make it at like a third of the cost.
Yeah, I'm not real good at sewing. I never really tried. But, you know, it is what it is. Let's get back to what's going on. What are you guys up to?
I'm about to go take a rest because I'm really tired.
From playing Tito?
Yeah.
Does work up a sweat.
Take a cat nap.
Do you know mending?
Mending?
Yeah.
Whatever would you need that for, Dr. Chase?
I keep forgetting that bit. Just asking.
Yes, I could help you out. What's the occasion?
Just pulls out, like, from this bag. He's like, I've got this. And he pulls out his dress.
Oh.
And a receipt. And I want to turn this. And he pulls out another swatch of fabric into that. And I think I can do it. But it would involve unpicking some stitches. And I don't really want this. And he holds up the receipt. Be worth that. And he holds up. Wait, I don't know what else he holds up.
He holds up something. That
he holds
know.
up. He holds up the receipts for like the shit in the bag.
You have to explain what it says on those pieces of paper you're waving at me.
Point taken. Long story short, he's asking for your help in reconstructing fabric and clothing. I know a little bit of I used to be a seamstress. It's one of the off duties at the hotel, but I was just wondering if you could maybe help me when I make mistakes.
I can follow along. I'm making some notes on the nature of the mental fortitude glove.
That's the one that uses the drugs, right?
Yes. Trying to work out exactly how much of the drug we'll need to keep Davio's friend alive.
I suppose I wouldn't have thought you'd be able to rely on those smackheads' mental fortitude, but anyway, so long as I'm not interrupting.
No.
Unless you can just recreate something having seen it, right?
If it's not magical, then yes.
Is Jacques still in the
And it doesn't last very long.
Ah, right, that's the issue.
If you guys are in like one of the bedrooms or something.
Yeah, I've buggered off.
Yeah, alright. Then if you're still in the living room, or you're taking a nap on the couch. Anyone who's in the living room is watching Yvelda's shadow box just in the middle of the room. Just it's like so fucked up.
Yvelda's the living meme of, you guys don't want to see my jutsu, and then one was like, yeah, you don't want to see that jutsu.
You don't want to see it.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt the conversation. I just needed to say that was in my mind.
Hugh Jackman in Real Steel.
If you guys come back, you see her shadow boxing.
Alrighty. We'll chat to the two of you.
Okay. Right, that was a day. Certainly must have been weird to come back in the middle
You guys
of a
played
roller
an
coaster.
excellent thing of dodging
Yeah,
balls.
I do not know why we. How did you find a roller coaster here?
Honestly, don't know. Avian had the idea, and we wandered the city. Now we have a drug deal to do.
I hate roller coasters. I do not get them. It was sickening. My stomach hurts.
Well, I've had 2 drinks, so...
Okay, it is not a competition. Well, it is about time. Let's go meet with this seller.
Yes.
While this is going on, can I go to the bathroom?
What's wrong with you?
You're right, how dare I?
Just go, bro.
I go to the alley.
You mean alley?
I go to the alley.
Alrighty. You wait there for a couple of minutes, and then you can hear the sort of familiar clacking of heels as the same woman that you've seen before sort of strolls in. Wow, how very eager. So, first off, what purity are you after?
How? What is the most pure you have in terms of percentage?
90.
90?
90 is the purest that we have currently. I can put some order in for some 100% purity, but that does run a pretty penny.
I see. Well, I take out a little bag of 200 gold.
Natalie looks very surprised. Wait, hang on, this is entirely serious.
What?
The way she conducted this did not... I was expecting her to do something a lot worse, like about now, or... You're just holding... Okay, well... The thing is, you see my friend, you seem like a normal person, and then for like the entire fucking day you seem to stalk us, and then you drag her into an alley, and then you let her free on the condition that she brings one other person upon your request.
Not the person I was talking about.
Okay, great.
Damn. I was told in a letter to bring Nathalie.
You don't even give clear instructions, but you still have a person in mind. What? I thought you were a human trafficker. Though if you're not, I've certainly seen people.
I've dabbled.
Right. Well, I've known people better at that job.
You thought she was a human trafficker, and you didn't speak up until now.
Yes.
Are you trying to excuse me of being the amateur when you don't even know what you're after?
We know what we're after, but you are so creepy that you probably have to roofie your own vibrator.
What the fuck are you talking about? I do not know what has gotten into him, but who
Okay,
were you? Who did you want me to bring then?
The short one, the twig, as it were.
I thought you just called him a twink. Like, not wrong, but wow.
Either would have worked.
I have a soft spot for frail young men that I can ruin.
Okay, you're not.
Bessemer's a twink. Bessemer's a twink.
You're not defeating the allegations of what I just said.
Well, you wanted me to bring him for what? His appearance?
Among other things.
What? This is... I do not understand you in the slightest. It does not matter. I brought some... Can you tell me how much... What we can get from this? Why does the time matter? Do your prices change at different times? This is the time you decided on.
Yes. 200 gold. We can do 2 vials of 90% if you'd like.
2 vials of 90%.
Yes.
And if I were to get whatever you have closest to, let's just say 70%, how much would it
70.
get me?
We could probably do maybe 6 vials of 70%.
The problem is I didn't think about this, but I should have created a filtration system first to see how quickly it degrades. I do not know which has more value.
You could always get one 90%
Which has more value, sounds like the most NPC shopkeeper line.
To test.
I could, but this is... I mean, I do not know if this woman is even going to be here later.
It's the entire.
It sounds like she could get caught at any second. She goes on desire alone. We will take the 90%, the 2 vials of 90%, please.
2%, 2 vials of 90. Fair enough.
Retcon the please. You didn't say that. Jordan, can't help but say please and thank you sometimes, and it's the hardest part about role playing this character.
She sort of reaches into her sort of coat, mutters something under her breath, and then pulls out sort of a about this tall, but like a vial of 90% Aether, and then repeats the same motion and pulls out another, taking your 200 gold and vanishing it into a coat.
There is an issue here in that I cannot verify this. This could be 20% for all I know. This might not even be Aether.
I mean,
not very good drug.
What the fuck were you going to use it for? Just take it and find out.
I don't know. Nathali,
take the drug.
Take a little bit of this.
I am not doing that.
What do you mean? What is the point of you being here?
That was not the point of you.
Oh my god!
Well, you didn't speak up about the trafficking thing. I think this is a good way to make it up to me.
Well,
just take a little bit of it.
I absolutely refuse. You've got the wrong person for that.
Definitely should have brought Verson.
It's 90%.
I just put my pinky in and I take just a dot of it.
Wait, how would you even know?
Wait! Shut up! I take it, and at the same time, I'm using Eucatus to identify it as I'm doing it.
It is highly concentrated Aether. Your identify spell won't tell you the percentage.
Yeah.
Roll me D100.
Okay. I hope
Do you want to use the heavy one?
Could use this one.
No, thank you.
Does that just live with Devon now? Just,
72.
has Hamish just not asked for it back?
Devon likes it.
It gets
Does
brought
that
over
just-
at the start of every session.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then
It almost killed Nico
I
Roberts.
wasn't here when it was probably handed over.
72.
72?
Yeah.
Okay. Because you haven't taken like a full dose, just whatever spell you cast next will be upcast 1 level.
Cool.
Until this wears off. If you don't cast a spell till then.
What about, is it next spell that I cast or I sleep? Does it wear off with time?
Yeah, it does wear off.
Okay.
If you don't, you get a kidney stone.
Oh no.
They're horrible.
Oh yeah. Next spell will be upcast. Okay.
Have you had a kidney stone before?
All right. Well, pleasure doing business with you. If I needed to become a customer again, how would I get into contact with you once more?
She reaches into a coat once more and pulls out like a rather plain-looking business card. Just burn this.
Burn it?
Just burn it.
All right. Very well. I, without saying goodbye or anything, just turn and walk out of the alley.
You are feeling okay after that?
It is fine. It is a little bit of just a small vibration. It's not different than drinking an energy potion.
Davio is like 2 inches off the ground.
My footsteps are very quiet right now. Don't know if my senses are dulled. Anyway, come on.
Right.
Like solidly, like perfectly 2 inches off the ground.
If they stopped, they just go like that for a second.
Yeah, go home.
Yeah.
When I get back, I just want to kind of immediately go into to the desk that I use for all my contraption making.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to start like just with the smallest bit of Aether. Start.
Battery now?
Oh yeah. Do you mind?
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. I want to start trying to use the pieces of like the spare piece that has what we have to try to start making a filtration system of my own.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't expect it's going to be done tonight, but just so you know, for reference, I want to create a filtration system and then see how long it takes, or like how much it degrades with each filter, and how long each one can be used, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what my goal.
Just roll me an Arcana check then.
Sure.
Roll me an archive check.
That is a 15.
15?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, you start making some good progress. You probably not have these answers tonight, but
Yep.
yeah, just
Cool.
One pokes their head and it's like, you can just see like they've got like a sewing needle stuck in there. How did it go?
Surprisingly okay. Apparently,
You're a real criminal now, Doctor.
get this. I was supposed to bring you. I brought Nathali because I was told by the other that I was supposed to bring Nathali, but apparently she meant to bring you.
It was actually a good idea he didn't, based on her intentions.
What do you mean she, and why me?
She, the person we were meeting with, and why you? Because apparently there is something about your body that women find attractive.
Did she look angry?
Well, she looked angry that I brought him.
I cannot confirm nor deny that, but I'm glad to hear you've at least made a deal. Best of luck with your research. And is there something wrong with your chair?
What do you mean?
Why are you sitting on it weird like that? It's like you're
It is a way that I can focus. Are we going to pick apart everything
Why are they
that I
leaning
do?
for? Are they touching the chair? Why are you sitting above your chair?
I'm not sitting above.
He's been doing that since he...
How many things are you not going to tell me? I've been floating?
Yes,
He thought I was going to be human trafficked and decided to stay silent about it.
I wasn't entirely sure, and that would have probably just caused unintentional bullshit. But this one was just because it was funny.
It is funny. I am a joke to you. Everything I do is a joke to
You did
everyone.
drugs.
He
drugs, didn't they?
refused to take any of them. He was there for no reason.
I thought this was for science, Doctor.
I took a dot on my tongue.
Ah, that's how it starts, Doctor. That's how it starts.
This is to bring my friend and assistant back to life. You think I would use any of it for leisure?
No.
Not yet.
What?
I heard someone's doing drugs.
Nobody in here is doing drugs. Everybody stay away from my drugs.
W gets more frustrated. W starts lifting off his channel.
What the?
Yo, you can do what I do. Watch this, and I'm gonna cast. I'm gonna take a flight, but I'm gonna go 2 inches off the ground and do like the Roomba thing again. Join me.
Yeah, the more frustrated W gets, the higher he levitate.
Quick, join me, and I like kind of like Roomba down the hole.
Oh my goodness! The only way I can go down is to burp.
It's like a fish with a swim bladder.
Ever briefly walks past, sees both Yavelda and now Davio levitating, just is like, what am I doing wrong? And like continues walking.
I'm still like face down, wondering like, you gotta believe.
Everyone, leave my room, please.
You hear a gentle thud as Davio's head hits the ceiling.
My man bun.
Come down here and say that.
Right, from what I understand, you should try expending some magic. I don't know if that would make it run out faster.
Okay, I will use... What can I use that won't destroy the room? I expend... I used Fuebana and use... no, not Fuebana, Jasu, and I use Davio's Disturbed Descent, which is Featherfall. So it'll kill 2 birds with one stone, and I'm expending magic to upcast it, so it's at second level now. And I just float down to the ground.
You should do drugs more often.
What was that?
Sorry, nothing. Do have fun, good luck. And I don't suppose you got the name of this person that pulled you off the street to offer you drugs after you talked about them in public, by the way, did you?
I have a card from her. Do you know this person?
You're sure they asked for me?
I am pretty sure. Are you sure?
He said this short, twiggy one. And...
rude, but no.
What, the card?
Of course I want to see the card.
I'm worried what you will do with it.
Not drugs.
I am not trusting of the people in this party right now.
Also rude. What's it say?
Nothing. It's a very good card stock. Slightly off white. Really good texture. Seems premium. Perfectly made with a sort of almost like a silver filigree, but there's no text on it.
They didn't ask me by name, did they?
No.
Arguably more concerning, but enjoy your time.
I think you are overthinking this. I think it is purely because of your appearance.
You don't trust anyone in this party, Doctor. I don't trust, well, many people outside of it. At least you lot, I know what you're trying to do, but no one asks for me without some reason behind it. As attractive and handsome as I am, of course.
Okay.